Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is another edition of the Success Mentorship Class. Wow, what an incredible day. Thank you so much for being here. Those of you who've joined us online, on Instagram, on YouTube, and all of those other incredible sites. Thank you for being with us. Wow. We're in the middle of the year. 6 months is gone. And I'll tell you something, folks. I think we're all asking ourselves the same question. How's the second part of this year going to be different from the first part? How's this part of my life, my journey forward, going to be different from my journey to this point? And that's where we got our topic today of why not me and why not now? That's going to be a powerful lesson. So those on YouTube, those on Instagram, you may want to get your notebooks and your pens. Those on the mastermind group, thank you so much. We're looking forward to the message and to all of your incredible input. I'm Dr. Herbert Harris, and I invite you to do a couple of things. Number one, this topic today is so timely because many of us are at that point of our lives where we're asking that question of what's next? What's the next step? What's the next chapter in my life? And if you're asking that question, I have a solution. Visit my website, herbertharris.com, and book a, what do you call it? Book a call, a complimentary What's Next call, and let's talk about it. Maybe we can help. Maybe we can give you some insight. But if that's where you are right now in your life, whether you're retired or just sick and tired of whatever you've been doing, go to our website, herbertharris.com, and be sure to schedule a success consultation. Also, always want to promote our books, The 12 Universal Laws of Success. This has been the Success Bible that's changing lives and has been changing lives for the last 25 years. And of course, one of our new books, The Life Lessons for Success, that teaches you how to deal with procrastination, lack of focus, and self-doubt. So before we go into our message, this is Success Mentorship Class number 435. And our topic for today is why not me and why not now? So let us get centered so that our minds and our vibrations are congruent and we're open and receptive to hear the message, to absorb the message, and to put the message in action. So let's close our outer eyes. Open our inner eyes. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. Take a deep breath and hold it. Let it out slowly. And in this space of peace and relaxation, I am at peace with myself. Let us affirm that together. I am at peace with myself. Just let that peace sink in. And in this state of peace and relaxation, my mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Let us affirm that together. My mind is open, receptive, and ready to learn. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And so it is. Wow. You know, I love to begin our talk in Success Mentorship Class number 435. And one of the things I love to do is to find quotes that support our message. And wow, James Allen has been one of the personal development thinkers, writers, entrepreneurial writers for years. I remember attending a workshop and he was the speaker there. As a matter of fact, we always talk about that $2,500 carnation that Coach Smile sold me, gosh, over 35 years ago. Well, anyway, James Allen was one of the speakers at that conference. And he said this: for true success, ask yourself these 4 questions. Why? Why not? Why not me? Why not now? I'm going to repeat that. Why? Why not? Why not me? Why not now? This classic trio of questions is a proven motivator for personal growth and goal achievement. Wow. That's really sets the tone for today, because many of us are at that point in our lives where, well, number one, at that point in the year where we need to make some mid-course corrections, where we need to do certain things to get the results that we're seeking. And among those great things that we do so often is to lay out new plans, to create a new vision, and to, we call it course create. In that process, there's certain basic questions that can really help you. And the number one question is this, or the two are, why not me? And why not now? And these questions are powerful because many people ask the wrong questions. They'll ask, why is life so hard? Why is my stuff not working? Why did this happen to me? Why can't I be successful? Why didn't I write the book? You know, one of the things that really will you might say, sizzle your sitter is when you see something, an idea that you had and somebody else did it. That idea came and you sat on it and you thought about it and you got ready to do it. And lo and behold, you look up one day and somebody else has done it. And so we have to flip that script now and challenge ourselves. Why can't I be successful? Why can't I write the book? Why can't I start the business? Why can't I be healthy and vibrant and do all the things I desire? Why can't I change my life starting today? Well, the good news is, you can do it. It's in your power. It's right before you. It just requires maybe a shift in consciousness. The moment you stop believing that success belongs to somebody else, somewhere else, and you start believing that success belongs to you, that this time is you in the winner's circle, this time is you who gets the prize, your life begins to change. You know, the moment we change our perspective, the moment we see something different in our imagination, in our mind's eye, our entire energy, our entire vibration begins to create and objectify that vision in your life. So there are 4 keys that I want to share today to help you get on track and go from waiting to winning. I'm going to say that again. This message is designed to help you go from waiting to winning. So step 1, key number 1, stop waiting for permission. One of the greatest tragedies in life is that we wait for permission that never comes. We wait for somebody else to validate our actions. We wait for somebody else to tell us we're good enough. We wait for somebody else to uplift us and encourage us. Many people spend years waiting for somebody to discover them. And you've heard it. People go, man, if I had a manager, if I had an agent, if I had somebody to help me. All of these are really subtle excuses that take away your power, that undermine your ability to create the life you desire and you deserve. So they spend years waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting to get enough money, waiting to get the confidence, waiting to meet the right people. You know, as a what's next coach, many times people work 30, 40 years to retire. And then now that they retire, they don't have a clue what to do with their lives. 40 years, somebody else has been telling them what to do every day of their lives. And now they're retired and like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So these are the golden years. These are some years that now you have literally maybe solved the riddle of survival, and you can do anything you can dream. You can be anything you can vision. You can have anything you desire. So don't wait for permission. Give yourself permission. Nobody is coming to give you permission to live your dream. You have to make that commitment yourself. You have to one day wake up and say, this time is me. This time my dream is realized. This time I'm in the winner's circle. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You know, this message is for everyone. One of my friends in New York, he said his goal in life was to make all the money he needed by the time he was 40, so that he eliminated the money hassle and he could spend the rest of his lives doing the things that he dreamed of doing, where money was no object. That's not a bad perspective, folks. I'll just throw it out there. But you look at people like Colonel Sanders and his Kentucky Fried Chicken at 65. He literally failed in everything he tried, but he had this fried chicken recipe that he believed in. And guess what? He didn't wait for somebody to discover his recipe. He traveled all over the United States, even into Canada, promoting his recipe, trying to sell it. He wanted to sell it per chicken wing, per chicken leg. But what kept him going was he believed in the vision, and he said, I just have to find the right person, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep working at it. And then it happened. I guess how many people told him, hey, Colonel, you're too old, you know. Nobody wants what you have. You know, your chicken wings are good, but I mean, I'm sure there are other people's chicken wings just as good. But he said, why not me? Why not my chicken wings? Why not my formula? And today we have Kentucky Fried Chicken. And so the difference between success and failure is not luck. It's not waiting for someone to give permission. It's about making the decision yourself that this time is you. This time is your vision. This time you're the winner. This time you're the master of this game. So the day you stop waiting for someone else to come and make you successful is the first step towards creating the life of your dreams. Second key, believe that you are ready enough. Many times we get stuck, and I call it the circle of perfection. And man, I can't put this book out because it's not right yet. You know, I'm going to finish my book. I just want to make sure that it's perfect. You know, perfection can be the enemy of completion. And failure to complete can be the enemy of destroying your dreams, can destroy your dreams. So believe that you're ready enough to take action now. Believe that whatever state you're in, whatever level of expertise you have, it's enough. Don't say, I need another degree, I need more experience, I need more money. You gain confidence by taking action. You gain confidence by saying, well, I may not see the whole journey to create my vision, but I see one step. I see a step I can take today. It may be the phone call that I can make today. It may be the resume that I need to send out today. It may be the business I need to switch up and do today. Confidence comes from action. When you have the confidence to take one step and it works, it builds your confidence. Every successful person started out unsuccessful. felt that they were unprepared, but they didn't let that feeling stop them. And that's the message today. Don't let anything stop you. You were created perfect. The law of supply says you already have everything you need to get anything you want. I love the parable of David and Goliath. When David faced Goliath, he didn't run out to take a course in giant making. He didn't say, I've never faced a giant before. But he saw a vision when the king told him what goodies. He said he could even smell the perfume. The king would give him his daughter, would give him riches if he could handle this mean, ugly giant Goliath. Focusing on that vision, David said, I have enough. I'm ready. I don't need the king's sword. I don't need his shield. I got my skill set. I know how to use this slingshot. And I got 5 stones, which represents what I know for sure, your levels of expertise. You already have everything you need to get anything you want. Think about a child learning to walk. Can you imagine if a baby waited until they knew how to walk before they could walk? None of us would ever walk. Children get that urge to walk, and you help them a little bit, and they put one foot in front of the other, and they fall over, and they try it again, and they fall over, and they continue until one day they don't fall over. And that's the way it is in our lives. Don't get so hung up on the falling over part. Focus on the what if part. What if I could walk? I see my parents walking around. They seem to be having fun. I'm crawling here on the floor. Focus on the vision and let it motivate you to take action. To say, hey, I have enough. I know enough. I can take action now. I know I'll get smarter. I know there's things I don't know, but I can act on what I do know. Success belongs to people who are willing to look awkward. Michael Jordan, when he was in high school here in Wilmington, he got cut from the team. And many people, when they get cut from the team, they're so embarrassed. They would have been plumb out of the basketball game. But he used that situation where the coach said, you're not good enough, you're not fast enough, you're not tall enough, to force him to motivate him to practice, to get better. And so I challenge each and every one of you, whatever that vision is that you've been waiting to achieve, you already have everything you need to get it done. You're created complete. Work with what you have to get what you want. It's common for us to, I call it, in the old days, we used to call it shuck and jive. In other words, to make excuses, to not give it our all, to find all the reasons why we can't do something rather than just going on and doing it. You know, when Moses, think about this now, and spiritual, I like to throw in not religion, but from spiritual principle. When Moses was standing before the burning bush and God was telling Moses, go tell Pharaoh to let my people go. You're the one. Moses started making excuses. I can't speak. I stutter. I'm not qualified. Find somebody else. Are you doing that in your life right now? Are you making excuses for inaction? Are you giving reasons for procrastinating? You see, someone once said, God doesn't find qualified people. He makes ordinary people qualified. The interesting thing in life is the moment you make that decision to go for it, everything changes. The first law of success says you become what you think about most of the time. You become what you feel, what you think and you feel in your heart. Buddha said you become what you think about most of the time. And so just the fact that you think a new thought means that you already have the manifestation and the energy and the vibration to help that thought begin to manifest in your life. Wow. Life will never grow in the comfort zone. Life always grows by challenge, by facing a new Goliath every day. It may be a health challenge one day to know that you can overcome and create good health. It may be a financial challenge one day to know that you have what it takes to solve the riddle of survival, put yourself in a good financial position. It may be a relationship situation where everybody you've met has been the same no good person in a different hat, that, hey, the right person is on the way. So this idea of you always have everything you need to get anything you want is a powerful one. That says you are qualified to take a step. And all you need to do is take one step and then be committed to take another. The third key is you have to create a sense of urgency. If you don't schedule an activity, it'll never get done. You know, we always used to talk about the round to it. You know, I'll do it when I get around to it. If you don't schedule the activity, it won't get done. If you say, I'm going to do it tomorrow, chances are it doesn't get done. But if you say, I'm going to do it tomorrow at 1 o'clock, it's a good chance it will get done. So create that sense of urgency. One of the most dangerous words in the English language is later. Later, I'll exercise. Later, I'll write the book. Later, I'll forgive them. Later, I'll tell people I love them. But later and procrastination are the master dream stealers. These two words, these two concepts have caused more failure, more disappointment than trying has ever done. The beautiful thing about life is if you keep trying, sooner or later, you're going to win. If you keep punching, sooner or later, you're going to win. Thomas Edison had that idea. He just shifted his perspective. That when it took him, 10,000 attempts to find the filament for the light bulb, that could have been discouraging if he had the wrong frame of mind. But he said, I have not failed 10,000 times. I have successfully identified 10,000 ways that will not work. So the greatest opportunity, the greatest asset that you possess is not your talent, it's not your education, it's today, it's the time. The fact that you're alive right now, the fact that you're conscious right now qualifies you to move forward. Tomorrow isn't promised. Yesterday cannot be changed, but today is your day. The day that you can win, today that you can take a step. You know, we publish books, we work with authors, and I've interviewed many authors who dreamed of writing a book. And when I say, well, hey, let's do it. Let's do a contract. Let's publish this thing. They start backing up because they have not gotten that sense yet that they can do it. One day they'll discover somebody else has written that very book. The opportunity didn't disappear. It's just that someone else acted on it. So this thought now of that you got to do it now. This sense of urgency should push you to make you get up and go. Should push you to get out the bed, should push you to get on the track, should push you to do that one step that will make all the difference in your life. I ask a question. If you continue living and doing the things you're doing right now, exactly the way you're doing right now, where will you be 5 years from now? What will your life look like 5 years from now? If you keep doing what you've always done, you're going to keep getting what you've always gotten. So if you keep doing what you're doing right now, will you be happier? Will you be wealthier? Will you have better relationships? Will you be closer to your purpose? Or will you just have 5 more years of making excuses? There was a fellow once who worked for a company for 25 years. And over those 25 years, you probably met an employer like that. They get to a certain point and they do what they do. And, they're never the ones to go to the seminars that the company provides. They never go out and take courses in the summer. they get in that position and they hang in there. They learn everything about that position and that's it. And so this person got passed over for year after year. And so finally he goes to his boss and he says, I've been here 25 years. I have 25 years experience. And yet you bring in people and advance them along the path and leave me in the same spot. And his boss said, no, you have 1 year experience 25 times. In other words, you never grew. You never expanded. You never asked, what's next? How can you get better? Is there more to this job? What's the next position in the company? You were stuck in that level of mediocrity for 25 years. So urgency creates movement. When it's got to be done, you do it. Movement creates momentum. Once you get committed to urgency every day and you take action every day, it creates momentum. Momentum creates success. Success is not a big event, but it's a consistent application of certain activities over a period of time. And the fourth key is to take one bold step today. That's why I wanted to give this message, because today is the best day of your life. Today is the day for you to be, do, and have anything you desire. Success doesn't come by giant breakthroughs. It comes from small, consistent actions that you take day to day. I guarantee you, when we complete this lesson today, this class, that when you think about it, there's got to be at least one thing you could do right now, today, this day, to take you closer to your goals. One phone call, one application in, one chapter in your book, one more workout to help you attain that body weight, one more conversation that will be the perfect one, that conversation that makes all the difference, that breakthrough, one more decision, one more prayer. Every mountain is climbed one step at a time. You don't start at the bottom and end up at the top. You go step by step by step. And so that's the lesson today, folks, that you have an incredible opportunity. You can imagine two people starting right here today. One person says, I'm going to wait until Monday to get started. This Saturday morning, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to organize. I'm going to wait till Monday to get started. And the other, as soon as we get off, they get on the phone. As soon as we get off this class, they get started. Well, 1 year later, the person who put it off till Monday probably will put it off to the next Monday and the next Monday. But the person who started today, over accumulated 364 days, will be closer to their dreams than ever before. So success doesn't come from extraordinary effort. It comes from ordinary effort repeated consistently. So why do people say, why not me? Why don't people say, why me? Why not me? Why do they run away from that? Because of fear. And you say, well, why not me? Why can't you write the book? Because it probably would be good. Why don't you try out? Because I fail. Why don't you do this great thing you've been talking about? Because people would probably laugh at me. Why don't you make a decision to start this incredible company, building this product that you've had in your mind and been talking about for years? Oh, they won't believe. I don't have enough degrees. They won't listen to me. That why not me mindset has to just take over everything in your life. So instead of asking those kind of questions, you say, well, hey, what if my book changes somebody's life? I got to write it. What if my business helps a lot of other people solve their financial issues? I got to do it. What if my speech, my talk inspires thousands of people to say, hey, this time it's me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it happen. What if your courage, your ability to stand up and face challenges motivates somebody else to handle something powerful in their lives and to change? When we have that why not me mindset, nothing is impossible. So every opportunity is seen instead of the obstacles. Did you accept responsibility instead of making excuses? Did you learn from your setbacks instead of surrendering? Did you believe that you can grow rather than staying stuck? Did you act even though you're not quite ready? When you can do that, nothing is impossible. As I thought about this and we close this out, it's really, I think the question is really, why not now? And then why not me? Because everything is in a time context. Even when you ask that question, it's a right now question. You know, there are people who go like, why not me? I'm going to wait till tonight and I get comfortable and I'm going to meditate on it. No, it's why not now? It's all about what you do now to take action to transform your life. So why not me? Hey, good question. Why not me to achieve the greatness I desire? Why not now? Absolutely. Got to be now because there's no other time that we have control over. So these 4 keys to help you say, why not me? And why not now? And use this as motivation to take you where you want to go. Stop waiting for permission. It's in your hands. You become what you think about most of the time. Believe that you are prepared enough. Don't let the thought of perfection undermine the power of completion. Number 3, create a sense of urgency. You're always on the river of time. You never know today, tomorrow. You never know what can happen tomorrow. You can't change what happened yesterday, but today is God's gift to you. Don't squander it. Create that sense of urgency to do it now. And then that 4th key, to take one bold step today. So this day, when we complete this, and you do these 4 things, nothing is impossible. You can be what you want to be. You can do what you want to do. You can have anything you desire, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Today, you can live a life so that at the end of this year, you can say, this time it's me in the winner's circle. This time it's me who gets the prize. This time I've really, really made it. This time, my dream is realized. Wow. Your dream, your special vision manifests in your life. So it is. This has been Dr. Herbert Harris. Thank you so much for being with us today on Instagram, on YouTube. This message, why not me, why not now, is your motivation for today to help you be, do, and have all you desire. Be sure to visit our website, herbertharris.com. Be sure to schedule a success consultation to figure out what's next in your life so that you can take that power step today to make tomorrow exactly the way you want it to be. And so it is.